Hi, Ed, you are, and please tell me if I'm not saying your name correctly. Edward. I'm sorry, man. I feel like I totally know you, and we've never met in real life. I've never actually, said your name to you. So please tell me if I'm saying your name incorrectly. But what I'm going to show you in this video is how to do some YouTube marketing and set things up. So we're in the YouTube channel here, and here are some courses that have already been published. Here's one of yours that has not been published. So I'm just going to work with, I'll go up here and I'll grab a course that hasn't been published. And I have one right here. And we'll get it published. And we'll get it with some end screens and cards. So this has yet to be published. And I'm going to go into edit. And so this is, the name of the video is IDEA Regulations on Disagreement. And so I'm going to change that to just kind of, first of all, I could create a thumbnail. So if I want to create a thumbnail, I'm going to come in here and I'll click Create Thumbnail. I'm just making sure this is recording. And I want to do that before I change the title or anything, because when I change the title, if I then create a thumbnail, it loses everything. You'll see what happens. So create a thumbnail first if you want. I'm going to choose a solid color for a background and then just pick the color. And so, whatever color looks pretty to you. And that looks pretty good. And so there's my background color. And now here I'm going to come in and I'm going to get a shape. And I'll go with a solid square. And I'm going to choose the color white. And then I'm just going to drag this square out. Oh, I got to add right there. And then just bring it over here. And I'm going to drag it out. And I can hold shift to kind of get, not constrained proportions. So that's good right there. And now I'm going to add text. And this is for Individuals Disability Education Act. So it's a special education course. And for that course, I might want to upload a video or an image. And so I could come over here and I could choose image and then choose file. And I have a file here in my downloads, which is, that's not it, that's not it, that's not it, that's it right there. But I might want to crop that first. So I'm just going to bring up my files and bring up that image. And so here's that image. I'm just going to do a quick crop. And to do that, I'll make this image a little bit bigger on my screen. And there we go. And I'm ready to crop that. So in a Mac, I could do a screenshot, just get a new image. I'm just going to grab that image right there. And that looks pretty good, like that. Boom. And so I grab that image, and then I'm going to come back here, and then I'm going to upload that image. So choose File. I'll go to my desktop, and it should be right there. So I upload that image, and now I just double-click it, and it adds it. And then I could kind of scale this down. And I could maybe put that right there. Or I could make it bigger if I wanted. Whatever works. And yeah, I'm not sure about that image, but then I'm going to add some text. And so this is regulations on disagreement. So I might do IDEA and then do this in black for contrast and then do it a larger size. And there's different fonts you could choose here. And put that there, and then maybe add some more text and call it individuals with, and do like a light gray on this. Individuals with, and then I'm going to make that smaller, so I just select it and then make that text smaller. Individuals with, and then add some more text, disabilities. Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. I think that's what that stands for, IDEA Disabilities Wiki. And it's the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. And so we'll come back to that, which is right here. Individuals with Disabilities. Education. Act. Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. And then maybe line all that up. I don't know if there's a way to line all that up. So I'm just selecting all that and seeing if there's some sort of a line layer, but I'm not seeing it. So I think I just have to kind of manually zoom in and just try to manually do it with my eye. Or I might line everything up right on this, right? Like I'm getting all the little crosshairs lined up on the edge of the color. And then I'll select them all and I can move them all over. And I'm just selected them all. And now I'm trying to do it with my arrow key, but I just have to drag them. Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. And maybe that one comes down just a touch. Doesn't like to move with the arrow keys. And that one down just a touch too. And so that looks okay. I think these three should come over just a touch. There we go. Anyhow, whatever. And regulations on disagreement. So I'll do, regulations on disagreement, regulations. And I'll make this dark again maybe. Or maybe make it bright red. So my text, come on, bright red, there we go. Text bright red. And regulations on. And we'll do maybe large. I don't know what that's going to look like. Add. Regulations. And so I need to come down to medium and take out the on, and then grab it and just move it. Regulations, text on, add, regulations on disagreements. See, disagreements doesn't fit there. So running out of room, and just try moving that one up. Try moving all these up. Try moving this one up. That one. And then add some text, and add disagreements, and add it. So this is actually not great graphic design because I've got way too much text. And you can see that, right? Like, that's not fitting. So, but regulations on disagreement. So I'm not super happy with this graphic design. So maybe I'd shrink these kiddos down and bring them up to the corner and make this one larger. Regulations, and make this one larger. Disagreements, and then make this one like medium. So I like that better. And still just a little bit cramped between the act and regulations, so bring regulations down. I think that looks pretty good. Regulations, disagreements on Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, and nice picture. Important, save layers as template right here. So once you build this, you could say, students with disabilities, which is what this course is about. So I just saved that as a template. And now I'm going to hit continue. And I'm going to save and publish. And I have to reload this page, which is why you didn't want to enter anything before. So that's the first step in kind of optimizing a YouTube video, right, is get a nice thumbnail. And now we can see that thumbnail, IDEA, regulations on disagreements. So it looks good at this level. It looks a little bit small in that, but we see IDEA and regulations and some picture. Looks like a kid in a wheelchair. So even at a small level, there's a little bit of readability. So this is going to be video 1 in a couple of videos. And this first video is just how to do a thumbnail. In the next video, we'll do some more stuff to get the YouTube video set up.